Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome to a high-level best of 3 here between Ragnarok in the top right, playing for team MyG, and in the bottom left, playing for team Matcherino, it's going to be Future here, our local ice cream shop salesman. For the people that are not aware, currently Future is in Korea, but when he's not in Korea, kicking the butts of top-level pro gamers, Future works as a manager in a local ice cream shop. His particular ice cream shop is owned by, I think, 2 Italian guys with a passion for ice cream, but also a passion for making money. And that's why they put Future in that, you know, that high-level manager position. Because Future is a guy who knows how to run things. He's been running the Korean ladder for quite a while now. Took out Hero twice in best of 3s over the past 2.5 weeks. And now we have him against Ragnarok. Ragnarok, who's known for his Zerg versus Terran. But Future says, you know what? I can sell a lot of ice cream in one day. I can surely take on this prick. As he's getting bamboozled here by this single link, just a tiny tap. His ice cream shop, by the way, is partnered with Hershey's as well. So they have like special Hershey's ice cream, which I think is pretty cool. I know that North Americans really care about their Hershey's Kisses and stuff like that. We don't have those in Europe. Well, I'm sure we have them, but they'd be hella expensive, as the kids these days would say. Bunker going down on the low ground as Future so far has, well, not done a whole lot. He hasn't done any scouting whatsoever, to be honest. Ragnarok is not playing anything cheesy here. Ragnarok still believes that he can take Future out in a standard macro game. What a mistake. Future doesn't lose in standard macro games. I'm not saying he's the greatest Terran that has ever lived. You know, people, they talk, when the GOAT discussion comes up, talk about Serral, won multiple world championship, Maru, 7 GSLs. So where's Future's name? Future beat Hero twice in the past 2.5 weeks. In the past 2.5 weeks, yeah. That's Future for you. I think that's pretty impressive as well. Now, is he necessarily the greatest of all time because of that? Yeah, I think he might be, because in my heart, Hero was the greatest player of all time. And if Future can take him out at Hero's peak this easily, what does that make Future? Ooh. Well, it makes Future a 2-base all-inner, that's for sure. As he's throwing down 2 extra barracks before the 3rd CC. This is going to be an aggressive little push here coming out of our young American Terran player. The first medevac drop with a mine in it is going to take out at least 1 Overlord, but is probably aiming to get a little bit more here. Get some real bang for your buck, as the kids would say. Depot wall here is being constructed as an eBay is now on the way. Ragnarok tries to go in with a scout, will not quite get up that ramp, and that is important. Because had Ragnarok gotten up that ramp here, he would have gotten the info that those barracks are way too fast and that there's no 3rd CC in the high ground either. That could have been a disaster here for Future, as that mine gets a pretty big hit here on those queens. Future does manage to get that pickup. Now, this Overlord is still going to get that information, as we see Ragnarok severely supply blocked here, having to build 6 Overlords at once. What a rookie move here from our Korean Zerg player, but this is what playing against Future does to you. Future has that, you know, that aura around him. You know, sometimes if you're playing like an RPG or something, or like an MMO RPG, you can have like an aura on your hero unit, and then the players around you, they'll gain like a bonus, or your enemies get like a minus 10% attack speed, something like that. That's what Future has as well. You know, this passive ability is making other people play worse and constantly getting supply blocked. It's the bane of my existence, because I'm of course known for never getting supply blocked. But when I play against Future, man, it's like freaking difficult, because this guy is a genius. He has a powerful aura around him. Stim is about to finish up, and you see he's kind of angling here for something. With those 6 Marines in that medevac, he wanted to go in, maybe stim in, get a couple of worker kills. Ragnarok, however, is on point. Yes, he's getting supply blocked, but he's not getting caught out of position, because that ain't Ragnarok's style. Creep spread, honestly, kind of pathetic. 6 minutes into the game without any major Hellion harassment. This has not been great, honestly, for Ragnarok so far. Ragnarok is stopping at 59 workers, has a Roach Warren, Glial Reconstitution, as well as 9 Roaches in production. So making the correct reads, and as a result, also making the correct plays. This is just a single tank for now. 2nd tank most likely is going to arrive with the next few medevacs. I'm surprised these medevacs didn't quite pick it up. This is a relatively large force. There's really not that much out currently here for Ragnarok. This hits like a freaking truck. It hits real early. Now the Roaches start streaming in. His infantry weapons level 1 is getting closer and closer to finishing. There is no forward base here whatsoever. So I think at this point, Future knows, hey, this is probably going to be something a little bit odd. Tank is going to get caught in the middle of the map. Future not fast enough with a boost forward with these 2 medevacts as he now moves into position to get some damage off in the main base. That is an interesting move. He's going for gold. And he's going for gold real fast. Here come the Ravagers moving forward. Can we get a pickup in time? Yes, we can. Marines as well as tank get evacuated. As these Marines... Oh, that's surely... What? I did not think that those 6 Marines could take out that many Zerglings. I know that they had +1 and there's 2 medevacts, but still. Felt like those Marines could have just turned around. But perhaps I am the idiot there. Forward base now going down on the bottom side, as we also have a 3rd going up here for Future. Only playing 3 racks into 3rd CC, not 5 racks into 3rd CC. So still reasonably timed. It's not very fast, but it's fast enough that if he continues denying the forward base for a very long time and he doesn't lose any tanks, his position might actually be playable. Double Liberator Harassment going down towards the main base. These are shift-clicked in towards the main base. And as a result, Ragnarok is going to have a lot of time to respond. The moment you fly through Overlord Vision, I think it's better probably to abandon this plan. Someone like Ragnarok is always going to respond in time. Ah, right. I forgot about Future's passive ability to make people not look at the mini-map. What a rookie move by me. What a rookie move here by Ragnarok, moving too far forward with those Ravagers as well. It's going to get sniped down a couple of times. Hatchery gets blasted. Poof! No cancel. 10 workers going down in the main base as well. Future, you beast. You Terran machine. Some nice snipes there. Supply still looks really good for Ragnarok, but he doesn't have a forward base. Lost a crap ton of workers there. And is stuck on a Roach Ravager army with garbage level upgrades. Meanwhile, Future throwing down those mules. Look at this. That's 4 mules. These boys work hard, let me tell you that. This guy is going to get 225 minerals, and these other 3 are going to get 200 minerals each. Wow. Over the course of a mere 64 seconds. That is the power of the mule, ladies and gentlemen. That truly is the power of the mule. Carapace has finished up right now here for Ragnarok. And I think the way that Future wants to kind of approach the current situation is move out with a Bioforce, keep the tanks at home, build on top of that tank count. And then just move out with units you can easily pick up. Hope you don't get caught out of position, because if you get caught out of position... Oh, Future, life might start sucking. Life definitely could start sucking. We see now Ragnarok is trying to go for the kill on this army, but the beauty of this army is that Future can pick most of it, if not all of it up. He goes for a base trade move here. Rather than going back home, he says, hey, I have so many tanks at home. I think I can defend. The question is, can you defend this forward base? This is perhaps going to be the 3rd cancel in a row. Every unit does get to drop. Ooh, Future! Not the cleanest control here. Roaches on the other side, but tanks on the high ground. As Ragnarok is walking seemingly into a bit of a meat grinder here. High ground vision is granted with this Overseer, as 3-4 tanks do get taken out. Not so sure if this was the greatest fight, though, for Ragnarok. Lost quite a few units. Medevacs, one of them does get hit by a single bile. 10 workers have fallen as well. And I guess the tank count has been reduced by a significant amount. But the moment 2-2 finishes here for Future, I feel like he might have a pretty powerful push. There is still no creep here whatsoever. There's a lot of Marauders in this army, which are great. Look at this. What is this? This is crazy. This is a crazy move. If Future wasn't the GOAT, I would say, well, I don't think this is quite it, but you never doubt the GOAT. The GOAT doesn't make mistakes. He's gonna drop here towards the 5th base, scans forward. Infantry weapons level 2 about to finish up. All of this once again can be picked up. We have some pretty decent stimming here. Not that that's very difficult. I was gonna say good control, but just stood there and shot, so... had to finish the sentence somehow. Some very nice stimming coming out of Future here. As he loses 1 medevac. And it's dishing out a lot of damage. This drop also allows him to freely move across the map. He's gonna pick up and now kill this 5th base, I think, while simultaneously just bum rushing in here. There's a lot of Ravagers that are ready to bile. 1 tank gets taken out. Is there concussive shells? Yes, there is. 5th base did get cleared here. This is only 2 medevacs remaining. 1 bailing does not quite get connections. Uh-oh, these spores are not up, as Future is just playing Ring Around the Rosie here. It's going back, going down, going back, going down, going up, going down. back and forth, back and forth. And now here's an attack. No central fugal hooks quite yet. Ravagers do not get in range of the tanks. The upgrade superior here for Future, who is now taking out a lot of these Ravagers. Needs to be careful as his Bioforce is dwindling in size. It's going down for sure, but still has a lot of tanks for backup. Baneling count is practically non-existent. First 3 Vipers here coming out. That's going to be 3 Blinding Clouds as well. One hits 2 tanks. The second one can hit 2 tanks as well. That means that the Bioforce will be the only thing truly fighting if Ragnarok would have hit these 2 tanks as well. But he decided not to. The tanks in the back still dishing out a lot of damage. 14 kills, 6 and 6 respectively for these tanks. Is it going to be enough though here for Future as he continues pushing forward? We get an abduct on the Marine rather than an abduct on the tank. Surely that was a mistake as the fight continues on with Medivacs healing at a high pace. Parasitic Bomb would be welcome here to deal with these Medivacs as Ravagers now being targeted down. Roaches going down as well. Individual pickup micro as Future will need to pick up and piss off at the same time. There is a fort base that is almost done. The tank count is only at 1 and these Vipers are a real issue. If Vipers had died during the battle, I think I would favor Future in this position because these important spellcasters are still alive. Parasitic Bomb is going to be absolutely huge, dealing with all of those Medivacs. Here we go. Future not quick enough with a split off. It's going to take a lot of damage on these bad boys. Loses 1 Medivac. So another Medivac takes a significant amount of damage. Does not die, which is good because there was 3 Marauders in there. That is a decently, you know, that would be painful. That would be painful to lose. I'm just gonna say it. Boom. It would be painful to lose. +2 melee right now is on the way. +2 Carapace has finished already. 3-3 probably going to be the next timing here for Future, who splits off 4 Medivacs that are relatively healthy. Starts moving towards the fort base right now. Ragnarok understands that this is what is coming. Does not have any creep spread though. And thus Future can safely unload here without being in vision. Are the Vipers nearby? They're close enough, I think. I don't believe that this base will end up going down. Target fire on those bases has been very nice. Doesn't quite trust himself that he can clear absolutely everything here. It's kind of stuttering into the main base there. Not the quickest move out. Decides to piss off as well. +3 finishing up sensor towers now on the way. Ragnarok, 186 supply, 76 workers. But only on 2-2 upgrades with everything. 2-2-2. While Future is on 3-3-3. Here comes a Parasitic Bomb number 1. Here comes Parasitic Bomb number 2 and number 3 at the same time as well. I think all of these will stay alive. No, one of them will go down. And that was a failed Medivac as well. Let's not forget about that. As Ragnarok is setting up right now for a major push across the map. And I kind of like it. Does have a supply lead. Sensor towers, of course, going to be quite useful here. The tank count also is not quite where it used to be. Medivacs low. Parasitic Bomb number 1 is available. Here comes 1 Blinding Cloud. Here come 2 Blinding Clouds. Liberators made their way across the map to go harass, but they probably should have stayed at home as Future. I don't think he quite has enough units here to deal with this very powerful push out that Ragnarok showed up with. Planetary will give some backup to those bio units, but I don't quite think that's going to be enough. At the same time, SCVs do evacuate away from the 3rd base. Factory gets cleared. That was building on the 3rd location as well. As Liberators now sieging up into a Spore Crawler is obviously not going to be it. And I think with those losses, with this orbital going down as well, Future is not just in a lot of trouble. I think Future is absolutely dead right now. As we still have a decent worker count for Ragnarok. He has enough bases to mine from. And that's not at all the case here for Future, who does have okay army supply. Going to push across the map with this, but I am not seeing it happen. Here comes the Lynx around. Do these guys have Adrenal? Yes, they do. GG gets called as Future taps out and gives the first win of this series to Ragnarok. A fabulous game number 1 always leads to an even better game number 2. This is a gamer's law that a lot of people are not aware of. But if game 1 is good, then game 2 will be better because it comes later on in the series. And you can't go down in quality. That's just straight up a route. Ooh, Future, look at this guy. Low ground depot. Now, if this were to be Bian or Maru, you know what would be coming. It was going to be 2 Rex Reaper. Like, ooh, what in the world is this garbage? Gas first. Okay, we'll talk about this later. But with Future, I've seen him play 3 Rex Reaper, into 5 Rex Reaper, into 8 Rex Reaper, into never stop building Reapers. He is a Reaper machine. Wait, did he forget his gas? What is this? Future. You son of a gun. What do you have planned for us today, brother? What actually is this? I've never seen this. I've never seen this in my entire life. I've been playing StarCraft since I was a young boy. And not once have I seen a Turex at home without a gas. As it makes no sense at all. This actually seems insane. In a bad way. So, let's speculate. What do I think is going to happen? I think he's going to use 1 barracks to try and kill an Overlord. So you produce 3 Marines, and then you lift it to kill this OV 100% of the time. I think that's the plan here. Your CC is delayed by about 20 seconds with this. And then you go into some 2-on-1 type of setup. You maximize your mineral income as well, which is kind of cool. Okay, so this guy is definitely going to get busted here, right? I think he'll really need to lift the barracks, though. It's going to be 5 Marines. Oh, 3. Oh. Barracks won't need to be lifted. CC goes down. Moves across the map with those Marines. Into Reactor. Into Tech Lab. What in the world is this guy up to, huh? 3rd barracks going down as well. We have 8 more links on the way. At this point, if these Marines go back home, this is already worth... Do you scan for this? No shot. Oh no. He's gonna see. He sees it. Okay, he's like, wait. Creep hasn't fully spread yet? That is weird. Why hasn't your creep fully spread yet? That is a good question to ask right now, Future. That should be a question that we're asking right now to ourselves. Like, why wasn't the creep here fully spread? This can't have been a hatch first. I think he realized, but he simply realized too late here. He's going to lose all of those Marines for free. But still be in an okay position, I think. He would have been in a better position had he moved into a choke a bit quicker, if he would have been capable of getting a slightly better trade. But I think his position is completely playable over here. He's following this up with a 3 Rex build order. Stim plus combat. As long as Stim finish, I think he'll be fine. Worker count still kind of even. Don't forget this gas first opener out of Ragnarok came with a major investment into that as well. You're cutting a lot of eco in order to get that fast speed out. Ragnarok definitely was anticipating something here. He was anticipating, in my mind, a triple Reaper or a 3 Rex Reaper even. And then that fast speed definitely is helpful. Maybe you can catch those Reapers. That's cool. Catching Reapers is way better than catching Pokemon. Catching Reapers, you know, that's real value for your money. There's some money to buy Pokeballs to then catch these Pokemon that are out in the wild having a good time. Just for you to train it for the next 5 years. Then for your brother to overwrite your save file, so you can start all over again. Who has time for that? Now, taking out Reapers with quick link speed, that's a freaking catch if you ask me. That is a real catch. Baneling Nest now on the way. I'm not sure if this is good, smart, bad, or terrible. I like it, though. That's all I'm going to say. It's just I like it. I think this is cool. I don't actually care whether how this is considered by other people, you know? Like, Future right now is showing up to his prom in Crocs. And he has a date with him. Who is his date, you might ask? It is the President of the United States. Because Future is world's greatest American. That's why. I'm not quite sure what that was either, but we'll continue. Stimback combat has finished up. We have a bunch of banelings on the way. I think if you're Future here, you probably scream. Or if he targets them down, that would be huge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't get the final ones. But Ragnarok also having trouble right-clicking on those Marines with that one baneling. Had Future targeted all of those Banes down for free, that would have been huge. He didn't quite manage to do that. And as a result, takes a decent hit straight to the face. We have 22 more links on the way. I think... Now, I know we're just speculating here, but I think that Ragnarok is planning on a kill move. I also think this might be an error. A pretty significant error here. Ragnarok, you know why? Because you can't kill Future. The future is yet to happen. And it's unfolding right in front of our eyes. Lots of banelings here. Future's micro needs to be good. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. They all die. Bang, bang, you're dead. Always so easily said by Future. Unbelievable as he stops that push without any issue. Now we have Ragnarok on 37 workers. Late carapace upgrade. No lair yet either. So no quick centrifugal hooks. What is Future doing? He's doing what Future does best. And that is 2 base all-inning. It's gonna build a lot of Marines. Gonna build a bunch of tanks as well. It's gonna hit like a freaking truck with +1. An infinite amount of Marines. And as long as centrifugal hooks ain't there, good luck beating this army, my friend. Good luck beating this army. Because this army, this is powerful. Okay? Marines, you know what the thing is with the Marine? You look at the Marine and you think to yourself, weak, right? But the Marine has a lot of damage output. If you can't reach the Marine will kill you. You need to get close to the Marine in order to kill the Marine. But the Marine is range. If you don't have centrifugal hooks, how do you get close to the Marine? Maybe with creep. How's Ragnarok's creep looking? Well, there's 2 tumors over here. And there's 2 tumors over here. There is 4 tumors, isn't it? Okay, there's 5 total. I missed one. Ah, there's hiding behind the baneling nest. No, wait, I did see that one. Where's the 5th? Oh, it was down here. No, wait, where's the 5th? Oh, I'm just blind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now. Uh-oh. 33% of all the tumors have just gone down. Make that 50%. Tumors falling at a rapid pace. Life is not good as a creep tumor right now, let me tell you that. I would not want to be this guy. He knows what's about to come. He ain't active anymore, but he's gonna get shot in the face real soon. Future pushing forward. Poof! There goes the tumor. It's only going to be a single one left remaining here, as we have a bunch of links across the map just waiting for something to happen. I don't think anything is going to reinforce from here on out, buddy. Still no centrifugal hooks, which is of course the real name of baneling speed. I have a feeling that the night's gonna be... No, that Future is just going to keep this position for quite a while. Then eventually he's going to drop towards the forward base and maybe set up on this spot as well. It's just so freaking difficult right now if you're Ragnarok. You're down in upgrades. You're down in eco. You literally have no creep. And you're playing against world's greatest gamer. Like this is not a situation that you want to be in, you know? I look at that situation and I think to myself, that ain't it, Chief. That ain't it. Stim. Takes out a couple of these links. High tier moves. High tier moves. Very nice. Third base. Has finished. Bunker. On the way. Armory. Basically done. What do you have here, Ragnarok? Ragnarok has 49 workers. 49. And he's all-inning with it. Future's not aware of that yet. Future thinks this is a standard macro game, except his opponent doesn't have any creep. Okay, here we go. Tank fire needs to be good. It needs to hit those Bane chunks. It's not quite doing that yet. Let's get a couple of Banes over there. Can we get a drop in towards the natural? Ooh! Ooh, that was a sexy move. Ooh, back up here. That's 1 Bane. That's 2 Banes. Look at these Banes being targeted down. That was nice target fire. That was nice target fire. He's just continuing this push. At the same time, loses his entire army for free on the other side. But this is what really matters right now. Future took out every single Baneling. Now is stimming in. And all he does is win. Look at this. Absolute madman here. There's a couple of Banes now running in. Snipes 1 or 2. Gets the pickup. As his 141 supply against 99 supply. Ragnarok in absolute shambles. Korea boos worldwide are crying. As Captain America himself takes out Ragnarok. What a beast in this second game. It is unbelievable the things that this guy is capable of here in game number 2. Now the beauty of watching Future play is that you kind of know what's coming. You just don't know in which form it is gonna hit you. You know you're being all in. Like they should be aware of it at this point. Like Future has been 2 base all-inning every Zerg for the past 5 weeks basically. So these Zergs should be aware. The problem is this guy can morph into different shapes. You know, he opens up, boom, with a 2-Rex. Build that has never been seen before. Completely fails, loses 5 Marines across the map. And then you feel the need to Baneling bust him. And that is your mistake, Ragnarok. You can't Baneling bust Future, because he already has tanks on the way. He's gonna have infinite Marines. He's not some random 3cc player. No. He kills you if he wants to. Takes you out. Poof. Another thing that I really appreciate about the Future is his complete lack of scouting, always. You know why? Because he is the dangerous one. He's kind of like... He's the guy that's stuck in prison, you know? You need security guards for him. Future doesn't, you know? He doesn't need security to secure the security guards. You know, they're walking around trying to keep him in check, you know? You don't need no scouting information. He is the one that needs to be scouted. He is what you're afraid of. Even if you see a standard CC timing, you know the things that this man is capable of. It is not okay. People often ask me, they Harstem, who is your favorite American Terran player that also is the manager of an ice cream shop? And I say, there's only one correct answer to that, and that is Future. That is Future. 100%. I don't even have to think about that very long. Give me 2-3 minutes and I'll get the Future every single time. How many American Terrans do I know that own an ice cream shop or that are managing an ice cream shop? That have a deal with Hershey's? You want Hershey Kisses in your ice cream? That's no problem for Future. He has that for you. He'll give you a discount if you beat him in a game of StarCraft 2. But there's a catch, because he never has lost yet in his ice cream shop. It's also because he makes people play on an iPad. Well, he's playing with his mechanical keyboard that he bought for 500 euros online. Custom made. He has a keycap of a middle finger on his keyboard. He's about to destroy you. Ooh, this was actually a really nice defense. Really didn't lose so much. I think he split off the wrong Marine to the low ground though. This one has less HP and thus is more likely to die. Fun fact. Well, not a very fun fact for the Marine or its family. So not really a fun fact for anyone except for Ragnarok, who now ends up getting another kill. That's himself an SCV kill as well as one Marine there. Actually, has killed a Reaper. Wait, he killed a Reaper? Can't recall that at all. I guess that's how he got across the map in the first place. Unfortunate stuff here. It's going to be 2-base lair here. Now, this is a man that's pooping his pants for Future. You see, this is a guy that's like, oh, I don't want to play against a 2-base build without having something up my sleeve myself. And here we go. It's going to be Roaches off of 2-base. Now, this is the lowest tier build order in the entire Zerg handbook. You play this build order if you believe you can't lose in a late game, but it is possible you lose in, you know, to a 2-base all-in. This is Ragnarok finally giving the appropriate respect here to Future. And it has taken a while, 2 entire games here. But now Ragnarok has realized, like, hey, I can't beat this guy when it comes to the micro. I can't beat it. I'll play 2-base Roach instead. This isn't even a real build. This is like the extras, you know, the bonus content in the Zerg handbook. The premium edition. The premium editions almost never are good. It's just the extra content they had left over, they just throw it in there. How are you paying extra for worse quality content? That makes no sense. How is that premium? It's like, it should be more polished if anything. Like this thing is this. It's going to be a Roach speed all in, without upgrades, of 43 workers. What does my man Future do? He's playing triple CC. It's like he can read the mind of his opponent. Which is usually a useless thing to have against Zerg players, because they don't really have a brain. It's all empty in here. Zerg players play purely based on instinct, majority of the time. There are Banshees out now, which is, I think, pretty much a hard counter to this build. We see Pneumatized Carapace on the way, so I think this is going to come together with a Queen drop. It's going to be a Queen drop Roach all-in. See, yeah, 3 dropper lords, 3 dropper lords, so he's gonna drop... Wait, what? Wait, what is he gonna do then? He's gonna drop 4 Queens and 8 Roaches? This sounds idiotic, and I love it. It's gonna go over the wall. There's really nothing here as well, which is slightly worrying. It's Uh-oh, I think that got spotted. I think that got spotted now. Get the bunkers ready, boys. Wait, he's moving back home? Pivoting around. Wait, it didn't get spotted? What are these Banshees doing? These Banshees... Uh-oh, they're going back home right now. Bunkers finally on the way. Took quite a while, though. Monsieur Future. As the Roaches are now knocking on Future's door. The Banshees are definitely helping out. Drop heading in towards the main base. Tank not quite out yet. This is pain. This is pain. This is real pain. Banshee should remain on the low ground, I think, to deal with the low ground Roaches. Tank pops out on the wrong side. You cannot make this crap up. As SCVs are being pulled away. This bunker not being occupied. As the Banshees now finally go towards that low ground Roach force. SCVs helping out, but I don't think this is quite going to be it. As Future ends up dying over here in the third game to a sleazy all-in. A sleazy all-in here out of Ragnarok. Oi, 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 this is a nasty build. Gnarly, you could even say, as the Banshees are being pushed away. There's no more queens around right now. This tank now is going to siege up, but it is too little, and it is most definitely too late. Some sweet little marine blocking on those Roaches, as this is going to get cleaned up, but it is 3 workers to 66. There is a Spire on the way. There is an infinite amount of drones here. Going up to 74 right now. 4th base could start. I mean, this game is insanely over, and I think Future is well aware of this as well, right? If you have 6 workers, this is simply impossible to win. I don't think he's gonna sit here and wait for the Mutas to come out and kill him, is he? He might actually. He might actually be waiting just for that. So we have... Oh, yeah, GG. Ragnarok snaking away a win from Future there. The man, the myth, the legend. Big up to Ragnarok as well for winning this series, of course. And an even bigger up for Future for once again allowing us just a glimpse into the brain of a maniac Terran player. Beautiful to see. That, my dear friends, is going to be it for me today, as well as for you, for Ragnarok and Future, as this video is officially over. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time for a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye.